Time is a funny thing. November 11th, 2015. Time is a funny thing, is it not? Well, first let us remind you that it does not really exist. And that is why it can be such a funny thing. So let us examine it and see why we say something like that. It is time to have a little fun. Have you noticed lately that time is racing by like a runaway train? Most of you have. Have you noticed that things are happening so slowly that time seems to be standing still? Yes, you have. Now this is preposterous, right? How can it be flashing by and standing still at the same time? Think about it. Hasn't it been said for a very long time, there's that word again, that it is nothing but a mental construct that humans have invented? It is a useful invention that ran away with itself. So let us remove ourselves for a moment from the construct of time and look at it to see if there is a way that it might show us how it may be useful. You do see that it is used mostly to control your movements for the benefit of those whose work you do. And that is true even if you work for yourselves. It has become a great entrapment, something that you serve. But is there a way in which it is constructive? As you observe what is and evaluate it, your concept of time gives you the option to observe what is and evaluate it over and over again. You can observe it through a great many permutations that show very little difference between them. You would call this a short time, or you can observe something else and then allow the spiral of time-space to bring it or its like to your attention again. You would call this a longer time. And your perceptions would have changed. They would hopefully have changed because you would have learned and brought a different set of understandings to the situation. This is how you have chosen to construct this time thingy. Yes, it is an overly simple way to explain something that is not simple at all. But it does give you a chance to look at things in a fresh way. And it is fun. This whole game that you have been playing for many eons of this time thingy is a way to learn and grow. If it were not, then it would seem not to serve any purpose at all. And the universe does nothing for no reason at all. Now, that would seem to contradict the statement that nothing holds any meaning except what you give it. And that statement is correct. Nothing holds any meaning except the meaning that you assign to it. Go ahead and allow your mind to take the next inevitable step. Few of you do. But the next inevitable step is that if you are the ones who assign the meaning, then you are a very important part of what is going on. Now, lest you get too carried away with that, realize that the same is true for every sentient being in the universe. So your vast importance, indeed divine importance, is shared with all of consciousness, all that is. Don't you wonder sometimes how our ramblings get to here from there? Well, we did begin by saying we were going to have some fun. And perhaps we caused a little thoughtfulness along the way. You are receiving a great many waves of information and energy right now. You have enough seriousness to deal with. But to put that into perspective, you are about to turn another corner. And these corners are becoming more perceptible as you go. Hang in there, as you say, and we will speak again soon. Channeled by Ron Head. oraclesandhealers.wordpress.com